Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
What's up, Jabes?
What's up, buddy?
I'm an Instagram model.
Are you?
I'm a gram model.
What does that entail?
Just being hot and just kind of taking pictures, feeling fun and flirty. I'm an Instagram model.
What's the demo on your Instagram?
18 to 90. Who cares? I'm a fucking Instagram. That's what I do. The other day we talked about Adam Levine. He's back, baby. Nothing happened. The wife didn't care. She doesn't give a shit. They were out at brunch yesterday,
right,
enjoying a beautiful day in Malibu, as one should when you're rich and you marry a supermodel and then you just, text a bunch of other people. Like, you can enjoy your life with your pregnant wife. And I wish you were more understanding,
Oh, I am. So
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
So I had a thought, like Instagram models.
You had a thought? T-H-O-T or?
I had one thought in my brain, and I'm going to say it now. No, Instagram models, IGs, they're basically just like interactive porn, right? Like they're an acceptable form of like the husband can like the picture and, right?
If you're a cool one.
If you're a cool what? Husband?
No, girlfriend or
Right.
wife.
Right.
I mean, there's plenty of girls that do not care for you to follow Instagram models.
Seriously, to me, because it really feels like porn or Playboy or something where you're just like, yeah, go ahead. You're not actually going to do anything.
Right.
And by the way, I don't think Adam Levine did either. He just got a little bit too interactive with the porn, right?
I'm not sure. I just wrote down her name. I grabbed a pen because it's Sumner Stroh, and I knew I would forget it in like 60 seconds.
Oh.
Wait, hang on.
Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I did not know that, and I didn't know it until I actually looked for it, and then I found Giorgio Grigoris right next to it.
Yeah, he follows her.
Sure does, Georgia. That was fast. That was real fast, okay?
Why wouldn't you?
So obviously we're friends, and whenever you see somebody else on their Instagram that they've liked something else, it just kind of shows you your friends that follow them, that like it. Giorgio's liked every single post she's ever had now.
Wait, who is this? I mean, I believe
Adam
you.
Levine's Instagram thoughtie. It was your name liked on everything. I laughed for
How
about
long
30
have you been
minutes this
following
morning.
her?
Exactly.
Why didn't you pipe up when we were
Yeah,
literally like
dude.
talking about her the whole show?
Oh, because I mean, sometimes I don't put things together.
Exactly. But this is what I mean. It's like you probably follow. That's not the only Instagram model that you follow, right? Like it's kind of.
Wait. Hang on. The plot thickens. So when I looked this girl up, because when we were doing the show today, it said hook 'em on there, and I was like, oh shit. Did she go to UT? Did she go to Texas? So she's here. Did you start following her because she lives here?
Yeah,
No.
so there's two kind of guys that follow Instagram models, right?
Thank you. Break it down,
Break it
Dan,
down
please.
for you. All right, so first is going to be the guys that come across them on a dating app, which Giorgio, the Eli's of the world.
Oh, okay,
okay.
okay.
If I ever connect with a girl on a dating app and I go look at her Instagram, guess who follows them? Giorgio and Eli.
Got it.
Yes. The second kind, the guy that goes and takes photos with Hooters waitresses.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Yep. That's very
Right?
specific. Pop her up on screen there, Bob.
Now, the first comment is from Giorgio.
Wow. Well,
Same energy he posted.
by the way, same
Hang on.
energy?
And leave this up. Bob, this is what's glorious about this. Right underneath Giorgio is Vince Young, the Heisman Trophy winner, for the University of Texas.
What do you win for, steaks, or did he actually play?
I love the steakhouse. We've been there. Yeah, he won the national championship. But the fact that he's on her Instagram too with Hookem, that's
This
amazing.
is what I'm saying. It's like you guys are all watching the same porn. You're all watching the same fucking thing. Like, it's not weird.
It's a digital peep show. We're all in our
Yes.
own
Yeah.
booth.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
dude.
I
And
will
like,
say, you can't do it to yourself though. Like I follow one Instagram model, and I was on her podcast yesterday. So
Okay.
right.
that's the only person I followed. Like you just, if you're a guy and you're not in your 20s anymore, you're a grown man.
Right.
You got to clean it up.
Sure.
Clean it up.
Sure.
I would
Dan,
think,
you're
yeah,
better
you
than
go
us.
through the thing. There is probably some that you don't even realize you're following anymore, i.e. Giorgio is like, oh, was I following her? Right? Like, you do need to go in there. You need to clear out the Instagram models. Only if you are interacting in any way. Like, if you just want to keep seeing the pictures.
Yeah, so on mine, like occasionally you'll peek over my shoulder and be like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "It's usually Barstool or Old Row or guests who have been on the show." Like for whatever, we always feel obligated to follow guests who've been on the show before. So it's like,
Well,
all
yeah,
right,
because you want them to post the content, and then you're like, yeah.
and they do, and it's rad. So hey, congratulations, you get a follow. But I'm not one of those people who digs through and really tries to figure out who the 600 people are that somebody's following or anything like that. Like, I just don't care. But I think, and this is a guess, and we'll go around the horn back there. Out of the three of you, I bet it's Bob who follows the most Instagram models.
Delco will.
From his like TFM days.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. he
So would
does.
you say that if you pulled up your phone, probably Bob is still the winner in that group?
Well, here, I have mine on me.
Well, hold on.
Here we go. He has
You're
his.
shaming me pretty hard here without any defense of myself.
I'm not shaming you. I'm saying it explains.
Dan here is throwing me under the proverbial bus.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying. So I told you, you're the first group, right? You're not the
Me and
you're not
this
the
girl-
weird like older guy that has kids that only he goes
should
to
be following
Twin
them,
Peaks
Giorgio.
and just has his kid take a photo with the Twin Peaks waitress. You're not in that category. You're in a category where if you see a girl and you match with a girl on a dating app and she has her Instagram handle, you're an immediate follow. That's what you are.
Or she's at a concert that I'm working and wants to get backstage because she's also a 23-year-old girl who likes raves.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that where you met this one?
Yeah. Where did you meet her?
That's a
Or
flex.
did you meet her
That's
here
a
in
flex.
Texas?
You've actually
In real
met
life,
her.
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
So you know this girl who's been fucking Adam Levine?
I am actively trying, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
To fuck her. Okay,
So,
great.
like,
great. I understand. Well, I mean, look, you're going to have to get in line now. You missed your shot, I think.
Can I just say too? Like, I
was
don't
never a
think what.
There was never a shot.
I think there is, Giorgio.
No,
I
no,
think you
there
think
is
too low of
Vince
yourself.
Young in the mix.
Yeah, but have you seen Vince Young recently?
Yeah, don't.
been on hard
don't
times.
sell yourself short, buddy.
Yeah. Plus, athletes they only have so much personality.
I know. It's rough.
So
Our hardest interviews on Drinking Bros Sports are athletes.
for sure.
It is. And then you have the great ones like the Urlachers, but they're few and far between. We got one next.
He can catch these hands.
Fuck yeah. We got one next month, Fred Smoot. He's arguably one of the greatest of all time, Michael Irvin. But there's a handful, and then there's everybody else where you're just like, all right, shit. Those of you who caught that Brett Favre interview, that was less than thrilling, but whatever, man. These other girls, though, well, I mean, I don't fault Giorgio for it. Shoot your shot, dude. You're single. You're good to go on that one. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're fine.
But
Just out here trying, you know. Just
I get it.
make a
and
better
I-
life
I get
for
it.
Myself,
And
change
look-
my stars.
I wasn't calling you out to fucking shame you. I was like, dude, shoot your shot. That's great. I
No,
think it's
he was
hilarious, though,
saying
that you
Dan
knew her before the
Delco
Adam
was
Levine
shaming.
thing.
I'm not
Yeah.
shaming him. I'm just saying, like, he at least knows the person, right?
He's
He's
shaming me.
interacted with
Yes.
the person.
Yeah.
It's weird when you follow, like, hot Instagram models that you just have never, or, like, you're never in, like, the world where you're going to meet them ever.
yeah, so like in reverse, like a dude that's like Instagram model style, workout, fucking fitness, whatever, like that does nothing for me.
You know who follows a lot of these accounts?
Who?
Our former editor, Sean, Hightower Sean.
Exactly
That's
right.
the kind of guy that does it.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
it's like, that's all it is. And I am going to say, like, I don't think that Adam Levine actually did anything. I mean, I don't know. Lord knows. I think he just was like just DMing, horribly sexting.
Yeah, and
like not even doing a good job at it.
I think, but here's the thing. I think it's an age thing. And, he looks great for his age. But I think all of us are aged. I mean, past, 35? You're pretty much aged out of sexting hot, young Instagram models during DMs. You're just not good at it. You're not in that world anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Especially when you're married. He's got 3 kids. Like, his DM game is fucking weak. There's only one who's the top of the and it's Olivia Munn, right?
Right.
But I think she's retired now.
She's retired now, and we were going to say, Bob, we never heard the other side of that sexting, like from Chris Pine's side.
Yeah.
Like, did he have any fun, responses, or was it just her completely dominating?
Those were emails too, I believe.
Emails?
Yeah, those were like little graphics she made that she sent through email.
This is like 09, you know what I mean? When this happened, like 9, 10, something like that.
Oh, so you can literally just show her email and you don't need to see the response from him.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if anyone wants to take a class, like if there
Olivia
needs
Munn
to be a
should be
class
teaching
on
it.
sexting.
Yep. She's number 1 with a bullet. Number 1 with a bullet there. The rest, like Adam Levine, you've aged out of it because I read all of those, and
that might be
weak.
a funny sketch.
It's a weak like you can't past 35. They should actually shut off your DMs to women. Like, just shut that off because you're older, and it's to save yourself from publicly humiliating yourself,
Right.
because it's not going to be a sweet game.
Vanish mode is your friend.
Correct. Like, that's got to be a mandatory for Instagram moving forward. I know Zuckerberg's going through some hard times right now, losing a shit ton of money with Meta and all that stuff. So maybe work on the other things that you own, bud,
Also,
and up that game.
Dave in the chat says, so we're just shaming the rest of the normal people that don't have podcasts? Yes, I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we are 100%. Who are the other people, by the way? Who's he saying we're shaming?
What?
That don't have podcasts. Why that specific response?
Just normal people, I guess.
We're shaming normal people?
No, we're not shaming normal people.
Well, I am.
You are.
Yeah.
But I'm saying anybody past 35, famous or not famous, like dude-wise, if you're going after some, early 20s, that time has passed as a writer, and I'm talking thumb writer at that point. Like, your time is done as a thumb writer. And you gotta go back to the full phalanges on a computer, and that's probably your best shot. You're not doing it with your thumbs anymore.
Right.
You're gonna have to sit down, compose an email, friend. Past 35, save that draft, and then keep working on it. Maybe show it to some friends, get some edits into it, and then send an email. Because the thumb game is the dumb game. Nailed it. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. But Adam Levine tonight is performing in Vegas with Maroon 5. Show goes on.
Yeah, well, so he put out a statement that was basically like,
Maybe an hour after we did the show.
Yeah, and it was like, because he knew from the show he was going to get a lot of heat.
Sure did.
From all of our listeners. Yeah, he's a listener.
Yeah.
What's up? Open invitation.
Long time listener.
Explain yourself.
Levine, yeah.
Come be in the sketch. Sexting school that we're going to do.
Yeah.
But he put out some, not apology, but it was just like, I never had an affair, but I did cross the line. Actually, there's more questions from it than he actually answered anything. Like, there was a difficult time in his life, a regrettable time, and he crossed the line but didn't have an affair, and he's changing. So, like, what was the time that you're talking about? What was the lines that you crossed?
He seems a little needy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what those the DMs when I read them? I'm forced to watch The Voice a fair amount. He's a voice judge.
Right.
Same. Well, he used to be. Not
You're
anymore.
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
It sounded exactly like what he says when he loves a singer on The Voice. Like, oh my God, your voice! I want to jump inside your mouth, and like he's over.
Yeah. I cannot believe it. Like, you are blowing my mind right now. Like, I cannot.
Those DMs
are
oh my
like
God,
that.
Holy fucking fuck! You're so fucking hot. Like, that is exactly what he sounds like.
Yeah. And my hatred for Adam Levine is not just him as a person or the fact that I hate Maroon 5, but I was at that Super Bowl and forced to sit through his performance there. And as an Atlanta native, that was shameful that he even did that show. Like, that should have been Outcast all day, all night.
Right.
If you're representing the city, like, come on, dude. Even in L.A. last year with Snoop and Dre, like, we got Maroon 5. They're not from Atlanta. That was fucking bullshit.
Right.
And I'd sit through that. And I've sat through, plenty of Super Bowls. Even Gaga fucking gave it her goddamn all. I can't shit on Gaga at all, dude.
Which Super Bowl was that?
She did the Falcons Super Bowl.
And what was?
Oh, yeah.
You know what though, the score. But
28-3.
listen. The score at that time.
Yeah.
You're watching Gaga like you're on top of the world, right? Yeah.
Meat suit, the whole thing. I'm in it. I'm wearing a meat suit in the crowd.
And then had it been played at the end of the game, you would have killed her maybe.
I say this all the time. Leading up to it, because the private party before, Underground with Lady Antebellum, the game, and then her. It was the greatest 6 hours of my life, and then it turned into a lifetime of disappointment and endless nightmares. And thanks, Shanahan. That was, I never think about it, so that's good. Never crosses my mind, and that's a fun thing. But if you're in Vegas tonight and you want to go see Levine, tickets are available on Drinking Bros Tickets.
Make some fun signs. Make some fun signs for him to see.
Well, you could just show literally the 10,000 memes that have been going around. There is a meme clock that we should start. Like, when a big story hits, you got about 8 hours, and then you're all done. Because now I'm getting bullshit. Like, I'm still getting shit this morning when I'm like, bro, we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and move you to general. Like, I don't see your messages
2 days
anymore.
after.
Yeah, because people are DMing about the live show and all that stuff, and we're sharing maps and all that stuff, and then I'll come across like, oh, hey man, have you seen this? Sure have. So is the rest of the world, and you're behind. You're definitely behind on those memes. Because everyone is doing it. I saw those pop up, an hour later?
That's literally like, I've never posted or sent a meme ever in my life because of that. Because I'm like so insecure of being like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
The last one to see it, or the person that I send it to being like, you're lame, I've already saw this a week ago kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I just don't do it.
So just go ahead and not hit send on those.
Right,
I know
right.
you've never seen it and you want to share with the world. We've seen it. We've seen all of them, and we can't go back anymore. So we can't go back in time.
Right.
It's
and
8 hours when the story breaks.
I do love, people were pretty going after her a lot more. And he just kind of scooted under the radar, and literally nobody cares.
Did you see her gram pickup, Giorgio? It was
the number.
She's up to close to 500,000 followers. She got what she wanted. I mean,
Yeah.
Kinda. It's it's a double-edged sword.
Sort of. But if you go out and let's say you see her out, right? Everybody's going to try to fuck the girl that was fucking Adam Levine. So,
This is recent. Like, this Adam Levine thing just came out.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're spiking right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She went from regional Insta famous to, A-list stardom now.
It's going to tamper off. She's going to drop after, a week.
A-list Instagram stardom. Can we preface that, please? Because that's Instagram. That is not a... She's not going to be in, Schindler's List, the remake. We're not talking that type of star, right?
No, but we're talking social media famous.
There we go.
I mean, Vince Young's in the DMs.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that girl who got arrested?
Well, athletes are shameless. Athletes will throw...
Oh, they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Delco can fill you in on that one, man.
Yeah.
When you date somebody who's super Instagram famous, isn't it all athletes in the DMs at that point? And I'm sure as a boyfriend, you have to sit there looking at your favorite players, DMing your girlfriend all day, and you're like, what the fuck, bro? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Should Dan write a
Anybody
book?
from the Philadelphia Eagles? Anybody from your anybody that you knew personally that you were just like, God damn it, dude, I loved you.
Blake Bortles.
No fucking way.
Naming and names.
That's great.
But I'm cool with Blake. I like Blake.
And here's the thing, Blake would be cool with him saying that. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's really fucking funny, man.
Yeah. As soon as we
If you get a DM from Ricky Henderson, I'll lose my shit, dude. I will lose my shit.
I don't get DMs from anybody. What are they gonna? Oh, they see the picture of me and Jagger,
Your
and they're
kids?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just my dumb video about merch, and they're like, you know what? let me slide.
That's what's coming next. Dudes are just going to be hunting out women who are good moms.
Right?
They're just
And just
that's
like
what they're
wouldn't
flexing.
expect it, so that their DM would like rise to the top because you'd be like, oh my God, like nobody DMs me.
There's nothing a single guy wants more than a mom with 3 kids. You know?
Absolutely.
Just, hey, let me take care of those kids.
Absolutely.
That somebody else get. Because somebody else co-created.
I could see myself being a stepdad.
Yeah.
Just
Just
shave
so
my
you know.
beard into a goatee.
To 1 though, right? You're not taking on 3.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
Wear a wife beater all day, shave this into a goatee. He's like 13. I force him out of the house.
Yeah. It's time
Yeah.
you're on your own. Me and your mom need some private time. So sorry about it.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Just so you know, Ross,
What?
there'd be a couple people
I know there were. You're hot as fuck.
that would take it
I
on.
get it. I get it, dude. I get it.
No, I mean, only a couple. 3 kids.
And a newborn who's not sleeping.
Yeah, older mom with 3 kids. Come on down. Line it up.
I co-created them, James. Yeah. You knew it was coming, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You knew it was coming. We usually have Good Morning America on in the background as we're getting ready. In the morning, Kanye was on with an interview this morning, and he said, I can sympathize with Kim because I co-created
No.
businesses with Adidas, Gap, and then the children I co-created
No.
with. And I was like, let's go,
We need
dude.
to really go from the beginning of this, which is, at the time when I was like, going after Kim on social media, it was just all these businesses and things that I co-created. Adidas, like whatever.
Adidas, Gap, my children.
Gap, my children.
That's great.
I co-created
Sure did.
them.
Sure did.
And you're like,
Yep.
and I was like, if you ever say
Yeah.
that you co-created these kids,
Jesse, I did.
I will fucking kill you.
If there was a title card at the end of our life, the first one that pops up, co-creators, and then obviously my name is first and then your name is second on there, and that's what it is. If they made a movie about our children's lives and then it cut to a TV show and it just cut to co-creators, boom, boom, me and you, because we did that together.
Samesies, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You were the vessel for my seed to get into the world, and I appreciate it. And I want to take this opportunity to say thank you.
What a imbalanced partnership. If it's co-creation, like you're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll give you the title, but
He's
like,
got
what work?
He's got some gems. And even in the last song, the one with the game, which is a fucking banger. It's probably one of the greatest songs of the year. He said, the cameras watch the kids. Y'all stop taking the credit. And I was like, let's go, dude. That's true, too. You know that there's like 90 crew members in their house at all times. And she's just like, yeah, can you guys, can you guys watch the kids during the fucking
Yeah, like
night?
there's never a point where she's like, I can't go to the bathroom because
Yeah.
my kid, there's no one to watch like the baby. It's like that doesn't
There's
happen
60
in
crew
her
members
life.
with masks on.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
watching the kids in the back room. So.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. I love the brazenness of it. Same with Elon Musk today. That was fucking rad, dude. Elon Musk did this interview about what he's creating and everything else. And they were like, oh, this one thing is that, do you have a patent for that? And he goes, no, patents are for the weak. He goes, I create whatever I want and do it out in the world. And he goes, if somebody wants to steal it, who gives a shit? I'll come up with a new idea. Let's go. I love that guy. There's a reason he's somewhere in the studio.
Yeah.
I fucking love that guy. Because the patents are such a big deal. They're so expensive. They're so time consuming. If you're starting a business out there and you got to go through either the trademark process or the patent process, it fucking sucks. I would love to avoid it and skip it. However, you can't when you're a small business and you're starting off. Like, you need it, or else somebody's just going to rip your shit and then they'll patent it and then take your idea and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Or trademark it or whatever it is.
Right.
The fact that he doesn't have to is so great that it's just like, who cares? Just who cares? I'll just make this and like, fuck you guys.
Right.
It's the best, the absolute best. I don't know where he's going with the next relationship, but I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Because he can go anywhere he wants. He can go real high up, I think. He started relatively low with these girls, and he can go up, you know? And just keep the genius going. Because I think that's what it is. You have to have all these weird women in your life. And he wants to keep pumping out children. So I'm excited to see what happens with Elon. But all the shit that he's doing every day, it's great. I love it.
Is it?
I just want to put him on all day long. Him and Kanye on different screens and different podcasts. They should be forced to do podcasts all day long. Or at least like 6 hours out of the day.
You're like describing my nightmare.
Musk up, dude. Musk up. But you're getting a lot of more true crime podcasts coming up, by the way.
Am I?
Yeah. A ton of people are opening up companies now and getting a shit ton of funding for these true crime podcasts because they need so many editors and writers for this shit.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
Holy shit.
What are the companies?
Let me bring it
because
up here.
They probably have already been in place, to be honest with you. But
well, usually before they release these articles, they are in place for a while. And then once everything is set, it's kind of tailored around, all right, we got a project coming out next month. And,
well, I could let you know.
oh, God.
I could let you know.
Oh, who it is?
How long they've been in the game and what exactly is coming up. Dateline is in the game now.
Oh, Dateline is in the game? Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
so
bring
they
up the
have
new one.
Keith Morrison specifically has
Oh,
had two very successful,
really?
yeah, that have been turned into movies.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's
Not like it's that hard, but
that's the gig.
that's the gig. But he's had two successful ones, one not so successful. But he tried.
What was the one that wasn't so successful?
It was about these two women that were exploiting homeless people and like taking their Social Security or something. Like it just didn't really do it for me. But his first one, The Thing About Pam, was made into a movie with Renee Zellweger
Okay.
as Pam, and this time she wore a fat suit. She did not want to gain the weight and lose it like she did in the past.
It gets harder when you're older.
It gets
like
harder.
That.
Yeah.
Fisher Stevens is actually the new one. You know Fisher Stevens. He's a character actor. Bob, pop up a picture of Fisher Stevens. You'll know exactly who
He's
this
the
is.
new one that's what?
So he's teaming up with Sonoro to launch a slate of podcast documentaries, is what they're calling them now.
Right.
But this is just essentially 30 for 30 or true crime or all that stuff. But yeah, pop him up.
It's
on
audio
screen.
or he's doing
That's a
documentary?
weird pick. That's a weird pick. Yeah, that one with the beard. That's a good one. People know that one.
Was he in?
It's been in a million
Succession.
things. Yeah.
He was in Succession.
He's been in literally 1 million things. Like if you go back in his IMDb, you'll be like, oh shit.
His neck is real small, right?
Yeah. And he's got kind of like an
Head's-
olive head.
Head's too big for the body.
Right.
Yeah.
I think something happened, but
So
know.
Sonoro is the company behind podcasts such as Toxicomania.
okay.
That one is being adapted as a feature film for Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Tejana is a true crime podcast that is being adapted for television right now. All of these things, it feels like it's just a testing ground now for Hollywood, which, look, we're about to launch the romance novels for dudes. I just needed fucking Amazon to pop that up, and they did today, by the way.
Oh, good.
So it's up and live. So we'll drop those episodes in 2 weeks. And Adam and Eve signed on. Is one of the advertisers for Old St. James Street, James, and that's going to be rad. But it feels like this is a nice testing ground for this shit. I didn't know Paramount Plus was buying it. What's up, fam? But yeah, I love this. Great audio stories have no boundaries. Like that's the classic line now where it's like, oh my God, we can just create. And it's amazing. Blah, blah, blah. And you're like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Welcome.
Sure.
Welcome to the space.
But the weird part is, and I wanted to ask you about this with all these deals that are happening, is it feels like a lot of these have already been done and people just don't care. Case in point, Dahmer.
Yeah.
So Dahmer's been a movie, it's been a TV movie, it's been a podcast series, it's been everything you could possibly do with Dahmer. You know him very well. You've listened or read all of the shit on Dahmer.
The last episodes that we did, Crime Corner, before we come back probably next week, but was a two-parter
On
Dahmer. And at the time, I'm like, everybody fucking knows Dahmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, there's a lot of stuff that you don't know. But again, I guess it's not as blasé as I think because Hulu now.
No, Netflix.
Netflix.
So
Sorry, Netflix.
just dropped the Dahmer show, limited series. It's on Netflix. Just came out last night. I didn't watch it. I'm waiting for you because I want to see it with you. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, dude, how do we do a different spin on this that we haven't seen? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. I watched the trailer for this thing. It freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah. So when we did our show, it was more like there's certain things that you know about Dahmer, right? From whatever you heard in the news as far as like head in the fridge, right?
Yep.
The kid that gets brought back, cannibalism, like all these things. But there's so many things that led up to that. There's so many, faults in, him not getting caught many times, him getting caught and just released right away. Like all of these things that you're like, whose fault was Dahmer?
Right.
Like the person that is Dahmer, who's real, who can you trace that back to? But anyway.
Well, my old manager did the last movie about Dahmer. It was called My Friend Dahmer, and it was about his high school days. Kind of tracing that.
Yeah.
I think it was the kid from High School Musical, maybe, who was the lead of it. But it was fine. It won a bunch of awards, critically. But I was like, I want to see the shit. And when I saw this trailer as an adult, I was like, oh my God. And Netflix did something amazing that I haven't seen anybody do before. Specifically, there was a black actress in the film, and I think it was maybe her son who got killed by him or something else, and she's screaming at Jeffrey Dahmer in court. Now, what they did was they put the actress and the real mom side by side, reenacting this scene. So she's live in court screaming at Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's the actress, and you're like, I mean, it was rad. Right. I don't know this actress. I saw her name, but I've never heard of her or seen her in anything, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
Who's playing Dahmer?
That's a great question. Oh, it's Evan Peters. He's from all that American Horror Story anthem shit. He's really great. He's won, I think, 2 Emmys.
Oh, he was
I think he's won like 2 Emmys.
Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a really good actor.
He is.
He's won a couple Emmys, and I wish YouTube wouldn't ding us for it. I'd love to play this trailer. It's been a while since I've seen something where I was like, oh, shit, dude, this is genuinely frightening. This is fucking awesome. Like, I'm in. But I saved it for you, so we'll watch it. Yeah, we'll watch it.
Thanks.
We'll watch it. By the way, the ratings came out for Amazon Thursday Night Football last week, and they were holding them off for some reason. Don't really know why. It came out at 13 million, which is a fucking massive, massive number. Get ready for football to be on 7 nights a week, because that's where we're at. You weren't on this show yesterday, but I wanted to kind of fill you in. Remember when we were at home and I was flipping through and I was like, why is there 2 Monday night games an hour and a half apart? Found out why. They own Dancing with the Stars, and they were pushing that to Disney+. So they wanted to get everybody over there to get used to that and then push that out of prime time so they could put yet another NFL game on. So me personally, I love it, and it's amazing, and thank you for that.
Yes.
I'm super
psyched
about it.
This is my seasonal depression area.
Well, here's where I'm going with this. If you're a woman right now trying to watch television, you're pretty much done. Like, you guys are out now. Mm-hmm. Like, we're really taking everything away from you at this point.
Right.
It's great.
Right.
Like, TV is done. Your mom loves Dancing with the Stars. Like, that's all. Hey, guys, I know you love that show, and it's fun, and it's inspiring, and there's somebody with one leg, and they're dancing for the first time, somebody with MS, and it's great. But go ahead and watch that on Disney+.
Yeah.
And deal with your own bullshit. Because prime time is being taken up by yet another NFL game.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Speaking about going, we're going to Knoxville this weekend for the Tennessee-Florida game. If you're there, we'll be on the river next to Vol Navy, directly next to Calhoun's. Come watch us do a live show. Delco will be there. Papa Giorgio will be there. And then D'Anthony Holloway and I will be there. So will College Game Day. They're trying to get Dolly Parton to be the guest picker, which would be the greatest thing of all time.
So good.
As of an hour ago, they said her schedule is booked. Mm-hmm. Hopefully somebody on her team says, hey, dude, this would be rad. The place would go nuts. But I also want to, if she can't do it, let's get Morgan Wallen in there. He's the biggest UT fan there is, Vols.
Huge difference between those two
Sure
people.
is, but one would argue he's bigger than her right now. And I think you pull the trigger on that. I would say that would probably give you the highest ratings you could get if you're ESPN. That guy's on fucking fire right now.
Yeah.
For real. I don't know what this. I hope the next album is a banger across the board, and then it'll just shut down everything. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But if he pops up there, holy, people would go nuts. We'll be there though. Come have some drinks with us. Free Hard AF seltzer for hours and hours and hours. Endless cases. James, we got some sponsors to put this shit wagon on the air. First and foremost, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Do they have the free pillows, Japes? Are they doing this still?
The free pillows?
Are they doing the free pillows? Bob, give it a peek. See, are they giving away 2 free pillows with the mattress right now, or is that off the table?
2 luxury pillows.
No way. For free?
Yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Use
Pop
the
it up on
code
screen.
Drinking Bros.
There you go. Promo code Drinking Bros. 30% off all mattresses, plus 2 free luxury pillows. The pillows are just as good as the goddamn mattress. That's rad. Go ahead and do that now. And then 30% off everything in the entire store. So if you want pillows by themselves, or sheets, or just the adjustable base, or the weighted blankets, 30% off the promo code Drinking Bros. 40% off that bundle package, dog. That might last for a long time. They did 50% off at Labor Day. And that was too much, I think. They were like, hey, dude, we're not doing that.
They're like,
anymore.
whoa. No.
Their IT guy is asleep at the wheel, usually.
Sure.
Probably because he's on a ghost bed all day long.
Right.
And he's definitely left some other deals up longer than they should. That one.
So check it out.
That
See
one,
what
they were
left.
probably in there, and they were like, hey, dude, pull that down.
Yeah.
We're all done
They're
with
like,
that
wake
bullshit."
up to the IT guy. Get up. You have to take this one down. You can leave all the other Halloween deal, Labor Day, whatever it
But
is.
just take down the 50%.
Just let's stop with that.
So 40% off that adjustable base in the mattress. Once you have the adjustable base, you don't go back at that point, right? Can't go back. Even the kids pop it up. They even know the remote.
I know.
Like, all right, you little dirtbags, get out of the bed. Like, we're not doing that.
Spoiled, dude.
Spoiled, dude.
Little
Live in the
spoiled.
fucking garage.
Yeah.
Little spoiled. I like this little cholo accent you're doing.
Spoiled. Linger. You just linger.
Scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see a 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest as long as you have decent credits. And all the deals that I mentioned are applicable with that at ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Jabes. Next up is hardafseltzer.com. Kids, we're sold out of the OG flavors. So the new ones are getting made as we speak. That started on Monday. I think they'll be done next week. So the online store will be back open soon. And as you can see there on the screen, it says the OG flavors are sold out.
Oh.
New flavors are available soon. We're making those now. I'll be at the brewery actually on Sunday, and I'll actually get to taste them in cans for the first time because you don't get to do it until they're done.
Yeah.
I'll get to taste them inside the can, and it's a big difference where you're like, all right, great.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, instead of a soda streamer.
Carbonated, yeah.
I'm stoked about that. The new flavors are pina colada and watermelon. In the meantime, there's a store locator. We're in 85 stores in Tennessee. I think it's up to 93 now. Bearden Beer Markets. Go get it. Where's Bearden at? There you go. Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville.
Oh, shit. We'll be there.
We're zoomed in on Knoxville today.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll tell you what. Maybe we'll sign some and just leave them there. Beardens, dude. Total Wine is out there. University Liquors in Knoxville. Oh, shit. They put them on the campus there in University Liquors. Let's go. Sales have been through the roof in Knoxville specifically. Huge shot. College kids want to get fucked up and drink 8%.
Who knew?
Let's go.
These are the kids that butt chug.
Goddamn right they do.
Oh, you know what? Hard AF is really good for butt chugging.
Sure is. Sure is.
You guys designed it specifically.
We did. Cedar Bluff Wine and Spirits in Knoxville. Oh, McScrooge's Wine Boutique in Knoxville. Let's go. I'll be at McScrooge's tomorrow night.
The casual pint.
McScrooge. Go to @STJames on Instagram. I'm going to go to McScrooge's tomorrow night and see what they got. Is that on North Peters Road? That'll be easy to remember.
Oh.
Yeah, North Peters.
North Peters.
So in the meantime, for the next couple weeks, if you're in or around the Tennessee area, If you're in Arkansas, hop on over to Memphis. If you're in North Carolina, hop on over to Knoxville. Kentucky, head on down to Clarksville. Alabama, North Alabama, or Georgia. Chattanooga has got a ton there. And Murfreesboro, Nashville, everywhere else, dude. It's rad, and we're raging this weekend. We're also going to do Rob O'Neill's charity golf events on Monday, which will be awesome. And there will be plenty of Hard AF Seltzer there as well. It'll be flowing this weekend. Flowing. Not the new flavors because they're still getting canned. We got one more week on those.
Right.
It's a lot. I think it's like 350,000 cans. So, yeah. It's going to take a while. I can't wait to get into the millions. We're really pumping this shit out, you know?
Right.
Where I can just roll down my window and throw them at people. I think that's the dream, right?
Yeah.
That's the fucking dream where you can just throw, a Hard AF out the window at someone and be like, hey, dude, get beefed, loser.
Yeah, are you saying you want enough money to, like, kill people?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Oddly enough, I had that conversation with a neighbor the other day, and I was like, they were like, what's the overall goal for all your stuff and everything? And I was like, just get rich enough to murder one person. You can go to trial for one.
You said that to the neighbor?
And he laughed, and he goes, man, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? And I was like, I fucking knew it, dude. No. I think every real hombre out there really wants to just one kill where you're like, all right, sweet. Who is it? A cyclist. Yeah,
Sure.
Because he went through his list too, and it was hilarious. I was like, because he had cyclists at one too, and I was like, oh, brother, speak my language.
Melange.
We all want to take down a cyclist. You weren't here yesterday, but a listener came dressed as a cyclist, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then he had RPR in the back of his jersey, and he brought all those Papa boxes for us. I've got one at the house.
He didn't cycle. He was just dressed as one?
Yeah, just to fuck with us. So when we showed up, I thought for sure, I was like, oh, man, is this a listener who's an actual cyclist? Because he was jacked. And I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Right.
And he goes, nah, dude, I hate him too.
That's really funny.
Full helmets, sunglasses, everything else. It was great. And he brought the Papa boxes, which are just the toppings. Mm-hmm. Big fan. I'm a big fan. All right. Papa John's finally did something right besides the garlic butter.
Right.
I do want to give them credit. I think they were first in the field.
I think so, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They were one as far as because then Domino's started doing it and everybody else. Now, if you don't have it, you're a loser.
Right.
But pizza-wise, still going Domino's. If we're going fast, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, what is it, 313? Via 313? Yeah. We all have our favorite places locally. But if you're on the move and you're going quick with it, that's the jam. What I'm surprised by is the price of pizza has gone up.
Yeah.
The rest of everything's going up.
Yeah. Have you noticed?
But pizza.
Have you gone to the grocery store recently?
Sure have. It all sucks. You can't walk out of a grocery store under $80 for a day right now.
I've never gone to the grocery store and not spent $100.
Easy.
Yeah.
It sucks.
We're
for like one bag of shit.
Yeah.
One bag.
Heading for a really nasty
I know
recession.
I have like a little bit higher taste.
And
Not that much.
I live in Austin. I got to pay for the fucking bag.
You sure do.
Oh, that's true.
Same as Los Angeles.
So I'm like, put everything in that one bag.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like...
The weird thing is the bag they give you here, and because the grocery stores are all the same here, it's all HEBs essentially, unless you go to Whole Foods. But I mean, dude, if it's expensive at HEB, imagine what Whole Foods is these days.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The bags at HEB that you're paying for, though, is the thickest plastic that would kill a fucking orca.
They're the best grocery bags on earth.
They sure are.
They really are.
But they are definitely not environment friendly. Whatever the opposite of that is.
Well, you're supposed to reuse them. That's the point. And you can't reuse the other ones.
I'm not rolling around with plastic.
I brought a thing of bags the other day.
Did you really?
You have to.
You dirt bag. Just get the cloth ones that are nice. You're going to use plastic over and over again? Wet meat, wet chicken skin, a little blood in there from some steaks.
They wrap those up in the
I sure don't.
the little bag. Yeah, they do.
I check out. You go through the line? I check out on my own.
Oh.
I want to get the fuck out of there.
I go through the line.
I don't want to stand there behind some old lady who's getting scratch-off tickets and then just ringing, deet, deet, 4,000 coupons, deet, deet. And, like, I understand why
That's
you're doing it.
never happened
Hang
to
on.
me.
I understand why they're doing it with the
and
old broads.
I go to the store pretty much every day.
Right. But with the old broads, I understand why you're doing it. Shit is expensive. We're in a very bad recession right now, I think. I mean,
Right.
The price of groceries. I understand why you're doing it, but I got to head on down the road to the self-checkout.
No, because I saw 60 Minutes and Biden said it's not happening.
Right. So, I mean, don't
So
believe,
he was saying, like,
don't
no,
believe your grocery bill.
he told me, no, groceries are not higher. No gas prices. You know what I mean? Like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Stop. Just stop,
Just
right?
Stop it.
Nothing like being gaslit by the president.
Right?
Yeah.
When we were watching that, what did I say to you? I was like, have you ever hung out with a 79-year-old?
Me? No, I haven't.
A gam and anything? Like, nothing? Like,
no, I have. Yeah.
How does that conversation usually flow, right? Like, how are you always kind of on the edge of, you know, what you're saying? Are you going to have to say it louder? Are you going to have to explain it slower? Did they understand what you were saying?
Yeah.
Their response isn't going to make sense, but you don't want to make them feel bad. So it's a lot of just like, you know, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what that interview was like.
Sure, I'll see the picture of cousin
Frankie?
Marvin.
Yeah.
I never met him, but I'd love to see the picture.
And that's the majority of old people. Have you ever come across though people that are just like fully there though in their 80s or 90s? It's fantastic.
It
'Cause
is.
They actually, if they're willing to tell you stories, they have nothing but like great stories.
100%.
I come from a family drinkers.
Yep.
So no, I don't usually. I definitely have run into people where you're like, holy shit, like they're, you know, and fit even. Runners or something, walking all the time.
Yeah, you gave me
They're like tan and fit.
You gave me a heads up before I met your grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, that's the racist one. The other one was a heavy drinker.
The key is you just got to do stuff. Like I have a neighbor that I've had my entire life back home in Philly. His name's Bud.
Yep.
He's 88 right now. He still does all the yard work. He's still fully there. He's just like, he's the best.
Right.
The best.
You have to keep doing stuff.
You do.
It is true.
I mean, you can't stop what's going on inside your body. And, like, there's certain people where you're just like, why is that person still alive? And there's, you know.
But, Delco, I mean, Bud is probably great, right? Is he, like, fully there?
Yeah, he is.
How's his
fully
stroke
there?
game?
Like,
Fully
there's no skipping that conversation. Flows.
He knows everything about the Phillies, like all the way back to like the
All right.
60s and shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
All right. So like that's I think Biden's a lot different than that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what we thought we were getting, right? Some guy, so he's staying active, he's keeping his mind sharp, he's
Sure.
you know.
And look, as president, you're doing meetings and shit all day. Like, that's the job you would.
He is doing
you just
a lot
can't
of
stop what
shit.
happens
Yeah.
inside. And, like, I'll probably be Biden, but the difference is I just won't be out in public. Like,
Right.
Mentally, I'll probably be like that at 79, for
Right.
sure.
But the point is, like, it was like your grandpa telling you, like, it's not happening.
Oh, yeah.
Just cut it out and get out of my face. Do you know what I mean? Like, come to me when when you're bleeding.
Yeah.
Is basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's just a little scratch. Walk it off. I don't want to fucking see you again
Yep.
until you need a bandage or need to be taken to the hospital.
But
like,
the groceries are getting insane.
It's all getting insane.
I mean, really insane.
But-
it's just like, holy shit. But what?
But it's not, though. It's just me, I guess. It's just me.
It's one of those things where, like, as the course of, like, the last year and a half has gone, you look at your bank statements and you're like, where is all my money going? And then you look
Fucking food.
at the
dude.
itemized things on your debit
insane.
card and you're like, oh, it's just food. It's
And
just
it
trying to
used
eat
to be,
and live
yeah,
and breathe.
It used to be going out. Like, so all my
Used
money
to
was
be,
going
yeah.
to, like, all the bills were, like, restaurants, going out. That was the highest thing.
Yeah.
That would be less money now, I think.
It's cheaper to literally just go to Chipotle every day like we
Yeah.
used to and
Yes.
just like get a fucking 2 bowls than have to buy all the ingredients.
100%.
Yes, or go to freaking Hat Creek every night, get all the kids dinner
Get a
there.
Papa-Bowl. Get a Papa-Bowl down there.
But anyway,
And even Hat Creek, Bob, did you close on your house?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All the way up and
There you go, Bob. That's a big deal, dude.
it's a big deal.
It is.
I was
Congratulations,
going to
Bob.
have the whiskey waiting for you, but I figured you can grab your own fucking whiskey.
yeah, it's fair.
It's fair. But congrats, honestly.
Yeah, congrats, man.
In this,
We're gonna be your neighbors tomorrow.
You will. You will be.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
moving
they're
tomorrow.
Moving tomorrow.
They're moving tomorrow, and you're going to have, since you have children, you're about to have multiple, you're going to eat a lot of Hat Creek. And I will say this.
Or any place that has like a playground attached.
Exactly. But at Hat Creek specifically, for whatever reason, inflation has not hit them. I mean, that is a place I'll go every night. And it's like, I've ordered 800 items. How much? $38.
Right.
Great. I just ordered for like 10 people. Are you sure?
Right. And drinks, and beer, and wine.
If you're not familiar with it, if you're not from Texas, I'll give them some love today because they have beer and wine for the adults and like an attached playground. And the other day we were there, they had bottles of wine for $7. And I was just like, the whole bottle. I can just take this to my table at a hamburger joint. And they were like, feel free.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
great.
It's awesome. So shout out to them. There is a Chipotle being built, by the way, about 3 miles from here as we speak.
There's a P. Terry going across the street from that Hat Creek, I
Correct.
believe.
Yes.
Ooh, competition.
Yes.
Pete Terry, there's Chipotle next to it. And then we've come over to your side, by the way, and I'll say this live on air. Jesse and I are off the Freebird tip now.
I kind of always have been,
RIP.
but
I have not. It was next to my office in Los Angeles for years and years. I used to
Freebird
go there every
sucks.
Friday. I liked it, and now this one. Maybe it's just this
in
one.
LA though, don't you remember? It was like Austin's. They sold it to us as like Austin's, best Mexican food. You know what I mean? So we were like, oh man, like it must be so good. It moved all the
Texas,
way.
wow,
yeah. At the time.
At
Yeah.
the time.
And
I get
Austin
that.
specifically, I think
You know
ours
what
said.
is going through that right now? What town is taking all the Austin chains and it's like Austin's own?
Which one?
What?
Denver.
Really?
Yeah. And Torchy's,
Austin's
Torchy's sold, they're going to be a chain of like, I think there's going to be 150 Torchy's around the nation. So that's the next thing. I like Torchy's.
Torches is fine.
Torchy's
Torchy's
is fine.
it's going to be the Chipotle of tacos, kind of.
Yeah.
You're never going to get bad food
I
there.
think
Yeah.
it's
You're
an
always
upgrade
gonna
over
leave-
Chipotle, though.
You're always going to leave Torchy's like satisfied.
Yes.
right?
And I think it's an
Satisfied?
upgrade over Chipotle. So
Agreed.
Yeah. That's kind of where I
Also,
live.
2 tacos were $17. But whatever.
Right.
It's not happening, guys.
It's not.
happening.
You're crazy right now if you think inflation is happening.
Have you
not
ever
happening.
considered that you're just getting poorer?
Yeah.
No. I thought about that.
100%.
Right.
You
I
know
thought
it's
about
my
that.
greatest fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about that, and I was just like, shit. Do I need to write another book?
No,
Like, what
honestly,
do
I
even do
did
here?
a couple times when it was like $80 for one bag or $100 for like one bag at HEB. I like looked in there. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just getting the shit that's like too much, but it wasn't.
But again, you
It's
can
just
jam a
normal
lot in that
shit.
bag. It's a strong bag.
You're right.
Strong bag.
Anywhere else, it would be 4 or 5 bags.
Sure, strong bag. But then there was an article this morning, too, about the $17 cocktail and why that is now a thing in every single major city. Austin was actually on this list of the $17 cocktail, and they were talking about how hard it is for single people now to go out and have drinks and not spend $200.
I don't know. Coming from LA, like it's always been fucking ridiculous.
It has
So,
there, but
for
not the rest of the
cocktails,
country.
yes.
And now that it's here, people are bitching about it. What's your experience, Delco?
I would say that, and I would also say, obviously, like minimum wage around here has definitely gone up, but I don't think the people that have like entry level jobs or jobs where you're making like $30,000-$40,000,
Yeah.
I think they're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And they're not really getting pay raises. Those salaries aren't really going
Right.
up. So those guys are getting boned.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I agree, and I don't know where this heads because right now, if we keep on this trajectory, everybody's going to be renting. Nobody will own their own houses or anything else. Nobody's going to be able to go out, and have normal dates with people because it's too costly. We made fun of this guy a few months ago in the DMs who asked the girl for half the money back at dinner, when it wasn't going anywhere on a second date, and he was just like, hey, can I have half? You're going to see a lot more of that shit go down.
We can still make fun of him.
Oh, 100%. But I think you're going to see a lot more of that as this continues because we're in the beginning of this recession. We're not even close to where this is going to go. So it's like,
Right.
oh, boy.
Right.
I think we'll all be back inside like COVID again, and where it's just like, oh, great. You guys want to come over? Great. Bring your meat. We'll all grill out together.
No, I don't know. I think people are, which is, one of the greatest things you can do is getting rid of Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub.
Oh yeah.
Like,
holy shit, that's expensive.
the amount of money that will fucking save you. I know it sucks.
If you order Uber Eats, you deserve to be broke.
I'm telling you, like, the only time I do it is when I'm just like, I know this is like literally the worst decision, but I'm not leaving, right?
Usually intoxicated.
Intoxicated or hungover, because who wants to like go anywhere and look anyone in the eyes, right? When they're hungover and like tell them an order? No. So that's usually when I do it. But the amount of money that you will save is unbelievable.
And you know none of that money's going to the fucking deliverer.
It's not going anywhere where you think it's going. These companies that are doing it are literally, it's their last resort of just trying to get a couple extra dollars.
Ross inquired about my Jersey Mike's the other day and was like, where the hell is there a Jersey Mike's around here? Ross, that Jersey Mike's sub cost me $36.
Oh my God, dude. And that
No
wasn't
question.
even the big one.
And by the way,
I
it's
was
right
so
by your
hangry,
house.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's in, what?
Where?
It's in
I had to.
Belterra.
Like I was furious. Like I was like eating nuts and stuff. Like this
I know.
I was, like, trying to hold
Giorgio-
it off.
I know.
Giorgio's carless right now.
I know.
right.
He has to do the Uber Eats.
Dan totaled his car. Well, somebody totaled his car.
Well,
she ran into him.
Ross.
Well,
I think
he
might
was-
have hit the nail on the head originally.
He was
What?
driving.
He was driving.
He was driving his car and he got in an accident. That's all we know, and that's all.
No, the other woman got cited. Was it not her fault?
No, it was. It was 100% her fault. I don't know if anyone's driven with Dan. 100% by the trajectory.
Everyone.
By the trajectory of the accident, yes, she was at fault.
I imagine me and Giorgio are going to be driving this weekend.
Tar is feather that woman.
I usually drive. I'm a pretty good driver.
I think Delco's
Right,
going to
but-
drive. You guys have fun. You do what you're going to do.
You're gonna be
Delco's going to
drinking.
drive you
Rob,
around.
sometimes we're at Rob O'Neill's house late night playing games of Pac-Man, games of pool.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And you get wasted.
Well, the problem is he doesn't live there anymore. So yeah, he moved. He moved to New York. So he's flying. He didn't even get in until
I thought he would have kept both those houses.
late Sunday
I
night. I did
know.
too, and I love that. I love that house he had.
That back patio was such a good hang.
Awesome, man. It was a great house, and I don't know why you would move to upstate New York. I don't get that.
His New York house is pretty baller, though.
It is.
His outdoor stairwell, though, he has to blow off with a fire.
You
with a
sure
flame.
do.
Yeah.
You sure do. It's freezing.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
It's freezing.
Yeah. So, tip number 1: I need to delete all those apps. Which
Delete
is
those
so
apps.
shitty.
And then I want to talk to you, Giorgio. Grab the mic one more time here because this is happening a lot too with Uber drivers in particular.
You're just triggering me, aren't you?
Well,
you really. So
These
I
are
didn't
all
even bring up
things he
yesterday
has
morning.
to do
But
because
these are all.
he doesn't have a car.
But this is what everybody else is going through in the world, including myself. I had to get an Uber the other day from the University of Texas game. It was a horrific experience. Now they're just canceling, taking the $5, and by the end of it, I looked at my emails. I was like, oh shit, I get $30 in cancellation charges, and these motherfuckers weren't even close to showing up.
Nope. So that's the classic festival, like ACL or like big trip. They'll get you there. They'll circle around you till you're annoyed. You're like, why aren't you coming close? You'll call them. You'll text them. Nothing happens. You cancel.
Then you
get
cancel,
another.
yep.
Or this is what happened to me recently. They're all sitting in a parking lot together. I am standing in that parking lot. They are all looking at me as I am calling the Uber, and they accept it. They look at me, cancel it. They keep doing that until the fares jack up to another $70. This is me at Coda last weekend or 2 weekends
God.
ago.
Shut up.
They're just waiting. They're like,
Oh,
no,
Coda,
I can't do
you
it. And they're like,
can't get
you pay me
from
cash.
Coda.
And I was like, well, the Uber says 35. They're like, you pay me 60?
Yep, that's what happened to me. I had to pay this guy cash. Sure did.
It takes me an hour to get out of here every day. Because
And look, by the way, I don't mind it going back to direct to the person, right? Like, in the end, it might actually go back to, oh, you call the restaurant and they deliver it. Or you get a fucking cab and you pay the guy. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's better. I don't know what's safer. I don't know what's
they
whatever.
were the brown people that my brown people fought with. So, I have like
right, for sure.
But for you, didn't you talk to the Uber driver and he's like, hey, how much did you pay for this? How much you make? And the guy was like $7.
Oh, that was Joel.
Oh, it was Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
Okay.
Joel was like, it's usually $20 to $25 for me and Joel, like to get back to where we are from here. And the Uber driver kept $7. And apparently he was like a big truck driving guy, and he was just like, look, and then like snapped his dip can.
That's why when I didn't have my truck, I just made Rob either pick me up or I walked everywhere.
Well,
Right.
you have better friends than me and Joel do.
Yeah, and that's a far walk. That's a far walk to where you.
The problem is Giorgio and Joel are friends, and they both don't have a car.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
Yeah.
Let's get,
You're making
get a
decent
friend
money,
with the
Giorgio.
car.
You're making decent money.
No, he's gonna get. He's gonna get the truck back.
I don't know. That car's. I don't think
I'm
he's getting that car
definitely
back.
not planning to get that back.
He's
I'm looking on
getting-
Craigslist
Not anytime
currently.
in the near future.
No.
He should get a moped.
I already looked at that too. I'm not doing that again. If there is anyone in Austin who is a drinking bro and works at or owns a used car dealership and would not like to bend me over or would like to bend me over and give me a good deal, please feel free to DM
There
us.
is a
That's
girl.
love it.
There's
Love
a girl
it.
that works at the Toyota, the South one where the guy murdered the kid, murdered a couple
care.
people.
I think I murdered a car.
Forget the name
Ross.
of it. Yeah, she sells used cars there.
But here's
I'll
the thing,
find her
too.
name on the thing.
Used cars and new cars. Well, there's not really new cars, but all used cars too are still not like depreciated in value.
That's true.
They
Yeah.
all,
That's
like,
true.
Just
Yeah.
staying the
You have to
same.
literally
Yeah.
like get one. I mean, from like the side of the road that says for sale.
No, literally $15,000 for a car that has over 100,000 miles on it. And I'm like, this could
Yeah.
break down at any moment. Like that's a gamble.
Is there no cars for like $3,000? Like old, whatever, get
Not
you
anymore.
from. Oh my god!
And I keep getting hit up by the Ford dealership. They're trying to buy my truck.
Yes. Yep. I've gotten a million of those phone calls. Hey, you want to sell your truck? One of them I asked the guy, I go, how much, what are you going to give me for this? And it was such a low ball number. I go, why did you even bother to pick up the fucking phone today? And he's like, what? I don't make the decisions. And I was like, you made the decision to call me today. And I go, that was a fucking bad move, friend.
Sure.
It's a real goddamn bad move.
Right.
And I go, what's up with you? Do you believe in Christ?
Oh,
Where
did
are
you?
I did. I sure did.
Lord and Savior.
Yeah, I did. And he did talk about another church that he was involved with.
Oh.
No lie.
Great.
It's called Life or Real Life. It's here in Austin.
Life Church, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was like like a chocolate company. It had big, bold, bubbly
Oh
letters.
no, I will say Life Church. There's one that's on the back with I think like 1826 or Dardenville
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
that looks like it would be the best place
Looks
for
like
a
a brewery.
restaurant or like brewery. And I'm like, damn it, it's a church. Every time I drive by, I'm like, fuck.
I know. Beautiful building.
Yeah.
And I was fooled. I was like, maybe it's a chocolate factory or a brewery or something like that.
No.
Can you pull up a pic of the side of it? Because it was like Life in big bubbly letters down the side, and it just looked like a brewery. I was just like, oh, shit.
I think it's our Hillsong, isn't it? Out here.
It might be.
Is this it?
No, there's another one.
No, I mean it's all the
that's one.
same.
Where is it?
It's in
What part of Austin do you remember?
let's see, Driftwood.
There's one that's like
or
Driftwood or Dripping Springs.
Austin, yeah.
It's off. Yeah, whatever. If you just do Life
we pass
Church.
it all the time. That's it, that brown one. Yeah, I think so. Pop that up.
Something like that.
yeah,
Look,
that's a
they all
different-
look like that. One has
Fun, bubbly
honestly, like
letters.
on the side of the hill, the back porch would be a great place to have a drink.
Yeah.
There's one, yeah.
No
that one.
judgment. No judgment.
That one
obviously.
with the flags out front. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that's there.
No,
Anyway, they all look like that.
Yeah.
It's all like a great concrete and wood with
Yeah,
the
this
This
rusted
kind of looks
whatever.
like you would buy like really overpriced furniture.
yeah.
Yeah, something. Any of those things.
Any
but
of those things.
but
Can I get
also-
involved with this somehow? Can I be the guitar tech or can I be the preacher's right hand?
They
I'm
make,
assuming
they
You
make
can
decent
be-
money.
I just watched the Hillsong documentary, so I think you could be like the main pastor.
No,
dude.
I don't have those kind of goals. I just want to be a number 2, a number 3. Just
You definitely
someone
could.
Don't you want to lead a church of people, dude, and start a religion where they all have to
Actually,
sleep
I
with
would.
you? And
You
yeah,
have to
I mean,
interact
I
with
would.
so many people. No.
Yeah.
No.
I think Georgia would probably be good at it. You coach wrestling.
We'd have to go to like some land somewhere with like a big pond and a
Right.
couple big tree houses and some tents, maybe like a big cabin, like a main cabin.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to start a cult, like I have the blueprint.
Sure.
Let's fucking.
And this, because like this place, for example, used to be a church. Now, yes, we've fancied it up with Hollywood shit, but like, it's not impressive from the outside. When you look at the outside of the building, you're like, oh shit, that's the last church you go to when you've probably run out of heroin or you've gambled all your money on tonight's game, the Cleveland Browns against
No,
the
it's
Steelers
probably like a
-4.
real church that you like tithe normal amounts and like they really just go to like the upkeep of the church and not, actually giving like hundreds of thousands of dollars, giving your whole everything, and then seeing the pastor in
No such thing.
Yeezys.
No such thing.
No such thing as what the real
is
church.
The $50 a week Patreon you subscribe to.
Yeah, it is correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they clearly took all the money from this church then
Well, it's back open
and
somewhere else.
lined their pockets.
It's back open. We had a listener yesterday who was like, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I was looking for that old church," and I was like, we got the geo location tag removed or whatever it was," and he goes, No, I know because I drove to it and the new one, and it's and I was like, "Oh shit, where is it?" And he told me where it is. It's down by the Y. So yeah,
It's like by our other studio.
yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
It is. We've switched
Yeah,
with them.
makes sense.
Do we have a crime corner or a nature nook today?
We have a crime corner.
Crime corner, crime corner.
Crime corner.
Crime corner. This is kind of just like, also maybe good time corner.
Okay.
You know, a good-looking gal gets arrested for being awesome.
Really?
Right? Wedding photographer arrested after having sex with a guest urinating on a tree. And urinating tree on the job.
Wait, was she
So-
pissing on the tree or the dude?
The photographer girl.
She was?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if
awesome.
you've ever seen it. It's a real fun thing to see when a girl is like, I can piss on a tree. And you're
Yep.
like, gosh, that's
not
sexy.
attractive.
That's sexy. Everybody wants to see that.
It's called squirting.
Yeah.
Exactly. A female wedding photographer arrested after she allegedly went rogue during the reception. Now, look, at some of these weddings, you don't really get paid that much. They kind of pay you in booze and food, and they just hope that, Delco was a wedding photographer
It's
one
a
time, and it
decent-
did
it's a
not work
decent
out
paycheck.
well. Yeah.
Pop her up. Is that a pic?
What?
We have
You
a
didn't get
picker?
any in focus pictures, right?
Oh, for Rob?
Yeah.
Well, kinda.
Anyway.
He shot the rehearsal dinner. He was so poor that I was like, "You may have some scraps of
Yes.
this
Well,
dinner."
this is when I was working front desk at Lifetime, but
Yeah.
Right.
at the same
Lifetime
time,
Fitness.
it was also the greatest rehearsal dinner video ever. So
It was.
It ended up being, and you did salvage it.
I got what I paid for.
yeah.
Exactly right. Scraps and some drinks. So we don't know what she was paid, but we do know that she took advantage of all the other things that they were giving her. So Katie, this is the old
Pop
Katie.
her up. We have a pic of Katie.
Pop-up Katie was arrested at the Springs event venue in Weatherford, Texas, after an off-duty officer working as a security guard was informed she was having sex with a guest in a room at the venue.
Yep.
At the time when she was supposed to be working. So this isn't like after. This is when she's supposed to be taking pictures and videos of the wedding. Deputies said that she was confronted about the inappropriate behavior and was advised to leave. However, she strolled up to a nearby fountain and began to yell. So that's also fun. And then, according to a report, the photographer, who also works as a bikini model, Instagram model,
There you go.
under the name Max McIntyre?
Whoa. Can we pop up her IG?
Who's Max McIntyre?
I don't know. Is that her IG? What? Where? Max McIntyre?
That's her.
Not.
She's
That's an
5'6". It's what?
that was an ad.
That was an ad. But yeah, she's
no
a
free ads.
bikini model under that name. So maybe we can find.
Max McIntyre? Mm-hmm. All right. Bob, go to Instagram, find Max McIntyre.
This might be her.
It is her.
That is her.
Giorgio, give that a follow.
Is it?
Yeah, that's exactly her.
Okay.
Look at that. Way to go,
Okay.
Bob. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Look at that
Verified?
switchback.
32K.
Is she verified?
You guys, if
No. She's put
No.
a diamond next to her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
All right.
right. That's
All right.
a quick glance.
Let's scroll through her whole shit here and see this lady.
verified as a good fucking time.
There you go.
Cops arrested her, but she threatened their relatives. So that's always a good thing. Cops
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, they
right?
do. Yeah.
I'll fucking kill your brother. What?
I have the quote.
oh, you
What
do?
is it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She said,
Y'all families, that one?
yeah. Let me make sure that's her. Yeah. She yelled, y'all's daughters are dead. Y'all families will be dead by Christmas.
Yes, dude. Yes.
D. She also said what? D-E-A-D.
She spelled it out
Yeah.
too. Fuck
Yeah.
yes, dude.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like her. That's worth a follow. How many subscribers does she have? How many
No,
followers?
these
32,000
are these are the
Great.
kind of gals you guys need to be following.
Yeah, Giorgio. That's something you could get into. Why not? She'll piss on a tree. You guys can have sex,
And she's a
and then she'll threaten to kill your family.
photographer.
Yes,
No,
she's
this
a
is who you
photographer.
avoid.
No.
Like the plague.
That's a good time
One
right there.
looks like single mom.
Should we hire her as an intern?
Hang on.
Or-
Go to some other pics. There's got to be right there in the car. Let's see that tit shot. There we go. That'll do it. Let's do that one.
These are the girls who want to be the girls that Adam Levine hits on and will do anything to become that girl.
Well, Giorgio, I mean, you got to start somewhere. You don't
Right,
just build
right.
a Great Wall of China in one day, you know? It's brick,
No,
it's
that's
brick by
wrong.
brick.
You just become that girl. Like you're just young and 22 and anointed as the new hot girl on Instagram.
Sure, but are you saying you wouldn't put your penis inside this woman?
No.
Come on.
So I
dude,
think
that's
the
a
how
cops
you get
did
taxed. That's a
find
lie.
her urinating on the tree is where they ultimately.
Oh, so they did.
Well, it's
I wonder-
responsible
Apprehended.
to do because after you have sex, you should pee.
Yeah, everybody
Exactly.
knows that you're not trying to get a UTI.
Is there body cam footage? Because that would be great.
I believe Future told us that.
He sure did.
I fucked and made her pee.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh God, guys. Some words like fine on their own. When put together.
Not my words.
No, I know. I
Just
know.
a
I know.
rap lyric.
No, I know. And I can handle quite a bit of words being put together, right?
Sure can.
But sometimes,
Sometimes it gets you.
yeah.
it gets you.
Sometimes it just hits
Yeah.
differently. But anyway, I
say
just
good for
say,
her.
I say good for her.
Yeah.
I say, I would like her to get the same kind of spike in followers
Same. Let's do
that
it. I mean, let's do it
Sumner
now.
got.
Yeah,
that
pop her up.
Sumner.
Pop her up. I mean, there's some good shots in there, Giorgio. Look at that. You saying that wouldn't be a fun time? She's clearly at an apartment complex in Florida, probably.
Clearly face-tuned.
Yep.
No, I think
Face-
she's Texas, right?
Yes. Yes.
This woman's in Texas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone
Giorgio.
Yes.
Now you have a real shot.
She's a public figure.
Is she really?
Got a whole 700 subscribers on.
subscribers.
She
Hey,
also
dude.
posted $10,000 bail, so
Oh,
I don't know who posted it for or whatever. But
Giorgio, come on, dude. Yeah, that's
now
all you,
these
brother.
these are older videos. But look,
That's 2019. That's not that long ago. It's
Well,
3 years ago.
if you see at the newer ones,
There
it
you
is what it is. But she,
We play fast and loose with model.
Sure do.
yeah, you don't have to be anything other than a model to be a model.
Just be a person now because you can
That's
be
what I mean.
fat, trans, whatever you want. So ugly, hot, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Well, this girl's
We're
been
all
in print.
models.
Here's what you have to be: willing, willing to do it, willing to put on the bikini. There's a lot of people that don't
Aren't willing
want to do that.
it, yeah, she is.
Can I go back to something we spoke about earlier about the type of people who follow Instagram models?
Absolutely.
Now, something interesting happens in this video right here.
Okay.
I would like you to pay attention to the gentleman in, of course, the Cowboys.
Of
uniform.
course.
Look at that. Dak
Of course.
Prescott
I
jersey.
mean, was I wrong about Sean?
Right.
Right.
So just watch.
And the girl standing there.
He's
yeah.
with his woman. He's
He's
with his girlfriend.
There you go.
girlfriend right there.
And I just want you to observe the eyes.
Please.
Also, look at the facial hair.
Oh boy.
Look
Good
at
break.
it.
Oh,
And
she's
taking
taking
photos
pictures because
Now
she's a
taking-
photographer.
She turns the tables.
Giorgio, come
Yeah.
on, dude.
Yeah.
Look
you guys
at
would
that.
be able to just like chop it up about photography. I'm sure she's
Versatility.
yeah.
Giorgio,
We
why?
can chalk it up about
dude?
mental illness.
Mental illness and
Sure.
photography.
Chalk it up about what our dads did to us to make us want to live this life.
Look
Right,
at Giorgio.
right.
Are you gonna
Drinking
tell me-
problems versus
Show Giorgio that last clip. You're going to tell me this wouldn't be a fun Saturday night for you?
Also, like, don't act like you haven't already been on a date where you two exchange stories about your trauma. Tell me about your trauma.
Yeah,
Tell me about
yeah.
your trauma.
Oh, hey, if you go back to that motorcycle shot, by the way,
No, that's what
maybe
I
10
call
seconds ago,
trauma.
Bob, there was a bunch of Confederate flags in the background.
is this Whiskey
So
Tango
now
Foxtrot?
we're fucking partying, dude.
I know, right?
Hang on.
Where is it?
Let it play, brother. Let it play.
Am I saying that
She's-
I've never dated a girl like this? That would be a lie.
Yeah.
I come from rural North Carolina.
About to get demonetized for this video.
No, because unless
I don't
she's-
know.
she would have to claim copyright for this.
No, I think it's not even
No,
her
I'm
video.
saying
Oh, there it is. So there's the
Yeah.
Confederate flag in the background right there. So you know this girl fucking parties, dude.
does she have cuts on the back of her leg?
January 6th, she was just like, fuck yeah.
You know what that means? It means she's an aspiring monster girl. Like the girls that go to and hand out monster
Oh, yeah,
energy.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
And that's a fucking thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're going to need some hard AF girls here once it's live in Texas. Give
I
her
think
a
she
follow,
might be
Giorgio, and then,
perfect.
you know, you can be in charge as far as the one for comms goes, you know, communications.
Because she could clearly handle her shit, right?
she
So
could
it's like put some seltzers.
Put some 8% inside of her and let her piss all over the customers. Some people would pay more for that.
Yeah, what's
We could
going to
probably
happen?
jack up the price.
What's going to happen is she's going to become a hard AF girl.
Right.
Okay. She is going to, we're going to have Danny Warsnop around sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to fuck him and make sure she gets pregnant because he's just famous
Yep.
enough for that.
Yep.
And then Georgia will probably bang her after, like after she has the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
While pregnant, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be first trimester. He's not going to go like third.
Yeah,
trimester
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
The accuracy in which what Rob just described
I know.
is
I know.
phenomenal.
It
It's
is.
really just, and then it's going to be like secret DMs to Giorgio, and he's going to be like, I don't know, maybe she still hits me up. You know what I mean?
And Danny sold his entire back catalog, so he's super rich, and he'd be fine with it. He'd be like, yeah,
Just
go ahead.
raising Danny's kid.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, go ahead, man. You know, It's-
Look, I mean, again, she's a great time.
what? Why
Maybe
why
she-
are you disappointed
Maybe
now?
she didn't.
Why are you depressed?
Maybe
over that?
she didn't eat that day.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know what I mean?
Or maybe she had a lot of liquids because she's concerned about her health.
She has 2 belly button piercings, a top and a bottom.
Oh, and you know she really fucking parties.
Dang.
I mean, that Georgia, that's where you start with the back door. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even have to worry about it. You don't even have to ask. You're just like, hey.
Giorgio's like, is there another door? Giorgio, I'm joking, and I love you.
Are you?
Look, I commend you. You know you're my hero. So whatever it is that you're into,
God
keep
bless.
it up,
We
buddy.
don't kink shame.
God
I wish it wouldn't
bless.
change so much.
But I wish you wouldn't shame this. I wish you wouldn't shame this girl.
I wish I had just a clear point of view, right?
That is a
And I could
highlight
just
video.
Stick with that.
That's a highlight video worthy of like Barry Sanders that she just posted there. Where you're like, it's all of Barry Sanders' greatest touchdowns.
great. It's great.
That's amazing. What
Noel
she did
Devine in high school.
there. Who?
Noel Devine.
I don't know who that is.
No,
West Virginia running back from like the 07 year, I think.
it's like the greatest highlight tape ever put together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, she is that now, because that was amazing. Everything we did, and the Confederate flag was not her. It was just at the place that she was at with the
Right,
people
right.
she was celebrating life with.
She's-
Bold of her to make that the cover image.
I know.
Is it
well,
really?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, look,
That's the thumbnail.
again, she's a good time. She doesn't give a fuck.
Max McIntyre, we salute you,
Salute.
sweetie. That's pretty amazing. Great crime corner today. Great way to end the week. It's Little Friday, damn it.
She said she unknowingly drank spiked drinks.
Ah, yeah.
So someone roofied her, is what she's
No,
saying.
that's not true.
She unknowingly drank spiked drinks.
Well, spiked could be like punch or it was Everclear in a garbage pan. You know, like whatever. I'm not gonna take my.
I'm going to use that one
I'm gonna,
next time.
What?
I thought it was punch.
Yeah, and it was spiked. It was spiked. with something.
Spiked.
They put a Mickey in there.
Nobody told me.
Use an old term from like the '60s. A Mickey. They put a Mickey.
They put
in
a
my
Mickey
drink.
in there.
There's an old Mickey in my drink, and I didn't know what I was doing, you see.
I'm just glad she's a Confederate flag photo for the thumbnail, because that'll get the people going. You know.
Yeah.
Give her a follow. Go to her Instagram and tell her cheers. Maybe we can get her on the show. Is she in Austin, Giorgio?
I would.
Weatherford's near Dallas, I think. Are you talking about Levine's chick?
No.
No.
This one.
This one. Okay.
We'll find her. We'll put him on
Yeah.
the case. We'll put Detective Giorgio on the case. Maybe we can get her in here, and we can do a photo shoot. You and Joel can do a photo shoot for Hard AF with her,
Did she win
and
an
I think
Emmy?
that would be fucking hilarious. She
Can
won an
you
Emmy.
put up really quick? No, clearly not. But can you put up really quick the picture of her with the statue that looks like Emmy? Would you?
Oh,
win?
is it?
What'd you win for?
Oh shit! That looks like an Emmy.
She won a contest with 102.1 FM.
Oh,
Kiss
okay.
FM.
Okay.
Oh, Kiss FM. That's a big deal, dude.
And they gave her an Emmy. I mean,
Sure
I don't
did.
know.
Sure did. Look at that.
I
Kiss
love it.
FM is that's syndicated around the country. There, that's
Love it.
Seacrest's station.
Yes.
He's on
yes,
Kiss FM,
yes,
so
yes.
that's nice. Look, everything's checks out. It seems great. Drink was spiked. She had a bad day. She
Not
had
her
a bad day.
Not her fault. Not her fault.
Not her fault. We're willing to give her a shot at redemption. We have, I think, close to 100,000 followers on our Instagram account. Come do a model shoot with Giorgio and Joel for Hard AF Seltzer. And then we'll post that everywhere and then boost these numbers. We'll get your numbers boosted. You deserve to be the model that you should. You deserve all the eyeballs that you haven't gotten yet, I think. And we believe in second chances here, in particular, Jesse.
Yes.
If you get caught pissing on a tree,
Yes.
obviously, if your drink is spiked and you don't know about it, yes, and the police show up, you're going to yell at them and say, y'all's daughters are dead.
Yeah.
DEAD, dead.
Yep.
I'll kill them. I'll kill them at Christmas. Is that what
Yeah.
she said? I'll kill them at Christmas?
It was something, right? Christmas?
Oh yeah,
Christmas is a great
they'll be
time
dead
to
by
kill.
Christmas.
They'll be dead by Christmas.
Oh, by Christmas.
Everyone knows. Every date rapist knows the most difficult part about roofing a woman is you have to get through her wild animated death threats against random people before she falls asleep.
Yeah. It's not usually like they just like all of a sudden feel very tired, and that's the point of them.
Right.
No,
It takes an hour.
No,
hour
you
and a
have
half
to
kick
wait
in.
it out.
Yeah.
You have to let her go through the whole thing of
Gamut of emotions.
puking, yelling, the whole asking for more shots, all of that until you finally get to the end of the night when the roofies kick in.
Yeah. Damn it, dude.
Yeah.
Wildly inefficient system.
Rough. I know. It seems like there should be an easier way, huh?
Who continues to scroll through her Instagram?
Bob
me,
always
man. I'm
gets
just looking.
caught.
Oh,
Like,
proud of you.
yesterday
Yeah,
it was Sumner.
Yeah.
And I just looked over and it was just like kept scrolling through.
No, he was scrolling through Aubrey's wife.
Oh, that's right.
that's
Aubrey's
right.
wife.
Yeah,
He got.
But that's a different kind of car crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a rabbit hole that like I think anyone could get caught up in.
Man, she's got a lot of photos. She posts a lot, this girl.
She's a bikini model.
Good for her. And that's what it is. We're all Instagram models now. So have fun
It's a
with
perfect way to end.
it. It's
the
amazing.
show.
It sure is. And if you're in Knoxville, Tennessee, want to come see a live show on Saturday, we'll be right next to Calhoun's, Vol Navy. Let's go, fam. Happy Little Friday, James.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Proud of you today. That was
Thank
was
you.
a banger of a crime corner. That was great. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star.
Shane
and
Goodman.
Leave, oh, really? Detective Shane Goodman. Way to go.
Detective Goodman understands the assignment.
Sure does.
Every
time.
freaking time.
Every single time. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Go to Spotify. Just click the 5-star and walk away. Tired of saying it. The fucking advertisers love it, and it's great for them, and it's a party, and we get hit up probably twice a month. And they're like, it'd be great if you had more reviews. And it's like, all right, man, we'll just do it. We appreciate it. We love you. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully you got some hard AF seltzers next to you because it's going to be a banger, son. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.